It's been a long road since the original kicker christened that first pickup truck. Oklahoma has always been a hotbed for musical talent, and Stillwater just added to that legacy. Steve Irby essentially invented the full-range mobile audio enclosure market when he built the original in 1980. That kicked off a car audio renaissance, and upgrading your music in a vehicle was a requirement. We followed and supported enthusiasts who sweated over unbelievable audio systems to recreate perfect mobile sound. America's music machines became live and loud over your passion, your emotion, your existence. From boats to motorcycles to side-by-sides, we still follow you wherever your music takes you. Outdoors or on the open road, Kicker provides the rhythm to your life.
Hello, everybody.
Yep. We're live.
Right. Y'all, we have Gary Davis here with us tonight. Anybody know Gary?
I'm not.
Mr. Ford.
So Gary, you may tell you a funny about you?
Absolutely.
So I don't remember which finals it was, okay, because I went to all of them last year. But
yeah.
I come up and you were metering in that little burgundy car, I guess. Is it burgundy?
Pigpen. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, so it metered, and I saw the readout, and I'm like, so I walked up to look in the car. I didn't see anything. I didn't see nothing. Clear. You see right through it. No, I mean, there wasn't nothing in there. I'm like, well, there's a mistake. Something going on, So I walked back, and then you hit it and bumped again, and it did again. I'm like, what the? Walked up, and I thought this organization is out. That ain't no way, because it was a high frequency. It didn't sound, wasn't no hair moving and stuff. And but no, sitting there doing 60s in it, and you couldn't even see nothing in the car.
Yeah, all out the trunk.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Man, I bought that car in Chris in 2018, 19. And Chris sold me the car 100% gutted. There was nothing in it. The only thing I bought that was in that car was 2 runs of power and ground, an alternator, in the box. That's it. And then me and Chris, I bought all the equipment, and Chris helped me get it all back together. And he wasn't sure what the score was going to be. He goes, I know it's going to be loud. It'll be over 60 all day, So we were testing in Clovis, New Mexico, and it was. He goes, if we get it to a 61 at this certain amount of power, I don't want to give too much out with power because the car is not fully retired. But I may come back one day. But
right.
But yeah, he said, man, the car is going to do 64 all day at finals. And we get to finals, did a 64.9, won. And I blew a dust cap and tore surround at that. And it would have done a 65, but it gives up the ghost, man. Starts tearing stuff up.
Right. Well, it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I enjoy it, man. I get excited, and I think that's what competing's supposed to be about, man. Is enjoy it and get excited. We're all competitive, and I had fun with that car. It was a good time, and the white one I had too. Sold it, but it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's gone. It's at I actually got me a new Nissan Titan truck, and I'm going to do a full SQ build in it. I traded the car off, and I totally gutted the white car. I put it all 100% back to factory. I sold everything out of the white car, got the Yukon, the XL, the big demo build I'm building. Going to try to shoot for 64, 65s in it, I hope. We'll see how that goes. Be pretty loud, I hope.
Right. I'll be looking forward to seeing you up there at that nice little Oklahoma show you helped me get going up there.
Yeah, dude, that's man, I'm really excited. There's a lot of people excited too. I'm getting a lot of questions and concerns because it is on the same weekend as IFO in Tulsa with USAC. But, people and, they're going to go where they want to go. And, we're all out here to have a good time and compete. And, I think it's a good change. I think people like to do both orgs because they're great. And I think it's going to be a good turnout, dude. I mean, it's a big show. That rim racing stuff, it's off the chart, man. And Taryn and Marlon, good people. Huh?
I said it's that Heartland right there.
Yeah, it's it'll be big, man. You know, I'll set up a big booth out there. Maybe we can get Kicker to come out. You think we can call Kip or somebody over at Kicker and see if we can get those guys out?
You never know if they're unleashed. They're on lockdown from travel.
Oh yeah, because of COVID. Yeah, man, everybody's been that way. Yeah. I want it to get better. I want more shows. Connie, she does a lot of USAC stuff here, but I haven't even seen a lot of shows like Arkansas SPL and other orgs. I think everybody's kind of been lagging with shows because of COVID, because all the restrictions. Even car shows. I'm a big car show junkie, man. I just like to go to car shows and have a good time.
We have a lot of car shows down here with Diddy Eddie with KC Showdown. He does a lot of good car shows. You should look him up for sure.
Dude, man, I may have to put Pigpen on a trailer and come.
Right.
Car's looking good now.
For sure. You should come down here for Finals.
Are you in Kansas or Missouri?
Finals is going to be a car show.
Base Wars Finals?
Well, I'm in Kansas, but I'm 15 minutes from Missouri.
Okay. So where's Dan currently?
Base Wars in Missouri.
So when's the finals? What date is on finals?
April 24th.
Oh wow. Is that indoor or outdoor event?
Outdoor.
It's outdoor down here. We're doing 2 of them at the same time. So
yeah.
And the one that's in the south is outdoor.
Okay. Do you guys have kind of like some other orgs do, like what do you call that, a mileage curve or whatever, in case there's no shows really like for base wars here in Oklahoma?
We don't, but what I decided to do was just knock the points down that was required.
Right.
Normally it's 50. That translates to about 5 shows.
Yeah.
We made it 15 or 2 shows. So even if you didn't win any show, you come to 2 of them, you're in.
Yeah. Do you say you said on the chat you can see the comments? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Let me see here.
Let's see.
I don't know where the button that you would need. Mine was turned off as well. But there's somewhere you can push a button where you can see the comments.
Trying to look.
I've not done it on my phone, so
Mike, Cam.
It's been a while, yeah.
Cam, Mike, chat, and it says leave on mine. Let me flip it the other way. It's the same thing.
Huh.
Yeah. If you go to look at chat, it's going to make your camera shut off.
If you go to what? Chat.
If you go to look at chats, it will make your camera shut off.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, hopefully I think it's going to be a good turnout, man, on May 30th. That show, well. There's so many people, man, that go to that show. And just, like USAC was there last year. Connie did it, and it was pretty big, man. It was huge. I think now I see comments now. Somebody just popped up a comment, I think.
That was me. You can put it up on the screen. And
Gotcha.
I was gonna type it, but I meant to reply to it, but it popped up. But he says, "Do we have seasons?" Well, really, we don't. Base Force, I run them year round. We're gonna have 70, 80 shows.
Right.
We ain't gonna have any weekends off. So
yeah,
all year.
I follow come in here just trying to hit the door to scare me. He's like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't know you live."
Right.
He's old. His all time to work sometimes. Yeah. But man, I know Jason Miller's really excited. I think you and Jason, Jimmy, have been talking about base wars and stuff. He's really excited.
Yes, sir.
His Rex out. He's got a pretty cool Rex. It's a clean little car. And then Conrad, some of these OKC guys. Conrad has magnitude 9. It's all a full DD build, and it's 74s.
Dang.
And yeah, he'll put you in it and close the door and do a 70 in music on you at high frequencies.
That hurts.
No, I won't study no more. Nope, nothing. Knock the spot out of my nose back to my head. Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
No. He put me in it, bolted the door shut. No, friends don't do that to friends.
Right. He bolted it shut on you.
Yeah, he bolted the door shut on me, man. That ain't right, man. I couldn't get out. You can't crawl through the side. And it's not steel, man. The whole vehicle's wood. It's got wood dash and everything in it. And it's extreme build. And it plays music. It's a 4th order. It's fully opened up on the inside. It's fully open.
Dang.
Okay. That's crazy. But nice.
Yeah, it's super loud, man. There's quite a bit of loud guys down here in Oklahoma.
We look forward to doing Oklahoma, man.
Billy, are you coming?
I'm not sure. Probably if I don't have a show that day, I probably will.
Yeah, it'd be a good time. Jimmy, are you going to come down? Are you going to come down like that Saturday before?
Probably yes.
Yeah, we all need to go to dinner. We can go down to Bricktown. We'll go to Bricktown Brewery or something. We'll all go out maybe Saturday night before, go out and hang out or something.
Yeah, that'd be fun. So y'all haven't had base wars there.
Me and the wife will
do what?
I thought Jimmy was saying something, but he lagged.
I said me and the wife will definitely be coming down Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah. So, you haven't done a base wars yet, have you, Gary?
I have not.
Are you familiar with our rules, all that kind of thing?
I was looking into some of it.
Well, we have a bunch of rules.
Rules are good.
Yeah. I'm just kidding, man. We got like 3 of them. Right?
Just if you can get people to follow those 3 rules.
I think we can.
Yeah. I do like anything in front of the B pillar. I do like that.
Do what now? Which part?
Anything in front of the B pillar, right? Put the mic anywhere in front of the B pillar.
In front of your front seat location.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
So in the middle
you can't put it 1 inch in front of the B pillar in front of a port. Yeah, it's got to be. So if it had front seats, it's got to be up there.
Got you. Now, say like my build, I'm doing 6.8 or 6.15 or 8.15s on 2 16Ks. What class would that put me in? Being on the 4th order, would that put me like loss class or?
Well, so you count that outermost port. I guess that would only matter if it's a 6, but 6.15s, that's about 350, 700. That's probably beast class, probably.
Yeah.
We'll be real close. Maybe beast are the next one up, I think.
Yeah. Wish I had that little chart in front of me. But
I don't either.
Let's see here.
Does it show how many people?
So, Gary, we got 22 right now.
That's cool. We need more, like 122.
Right. So, what's the plans for your new build this year, Gary?
What's the what?
The plans for the new build.
Man, just pretty much demo and rep it for the shop. Being I have kind of semi-retired Pigpen. I say it's fully retired, but you never know. One day I may come back. I got the same box for that car. I haven't sold. I haven't made any changes to that car, but the air ride. But everything in the trunk of that car is made to pull out, and everything will go back in pretty quick. And I just wanted to start the new build, man. Just pretty much something different because I've been in trunk class for God, going on since 2016. And I got really burnt out with trunk class, just burping all the time, Then I built the white car for musical, but it still burped high 56, 57 when I railed on it without tearing something up because it was a musical setup. So I decided just to, kind of quit all the trunk class stuff and just start building me my Yukon XL. And what started that is my customer, Tim Hurt, the 1/4 order that we just finished. It was the first 4th order I ever done. Big build like that out of the shop. Dude, after I did it, turned it on, bam, hit a 61 out of the gate. That was it. And that was on a burp.
Hooked all over again, huh?
Bro, I was it. I said, I got to build a demo build because demoing's fun, man. And then you take it to car shows and all sorts of stuff and show it off. And that build that I did for Tim that's what's fun, man. And there ain't nothing wrong with burp vehicles. Don't get me wrong. I'm an SPL guy. I mean, at heart, but I love building loud musical stuff. And that's what I did, man. I got with Roger, and Roger takes care of me, man. And, as far as the shop and for my builds, that's why I've always run Crossfire. Yeah, Roger's super good dude, man. He's supportive with me, man. I mean, with the shop, and we just absolutely do really well with Crossfire and Sundown and DD, of course. But Crossfire here the last year and a half,
You'll get a kick out of this. Now, I know I can tell you're probably in your 20s, right? But back in the day, all the competitions were demo builds. I mean, they were all musical builds.
Right.
And it was so much fun.
Right. My deal is with the Tahoe, it's got a demo, and I want it to be loud. I'm not so more caught up with the number, and people think I'm probably lying when I say that. It's going to be loud. I know it's going to be mid 60s all day, and that's great. That's fine with me. But the aesthetics of it, the look of it, I want it super, super clean. I don't want my crap thrown in the back. I don't want the wire all jankety, and there's nothing wrong with stuff like that. I mean, that you got to do what you got to do to get by, but I'm going to set it apart. I want to make it look very, very nice. People, like Tim's. I made Tim's. Tim's is super nice, man. The one with the blue rhino line and all that.
Yeah.
The only bad compliments I get on that one is why blue. That's what the customer wants. I like the blue.
Right.
I like the blue. But I'm doing mine a red and like a Balsetic gray color. And then I'm doing all Stinger OFC wire. I've got 500 foot of wire going in the whole vehicle. Going to be 6 runs of power, 6 runs of grounds from front to back, and then all the wire added up in the back. And then, because I've kind of did an estimate of all the wire. And there's going to be like 264 foot of runs underneath the vehicle total feet. Because you got 22 to 24 foot runs at 12. So that's up quick.
Yeah.
Luke Hensley, SPL Cartel, he's building my 225 amp hour C-Max right now. And I got Jonathan and Luke. They got my alts built for Brand X. And my theme's red, white, and blue. So the whole vehicle's, and then gray, of course. But, I've redone. Kurt Nelson's going to do all my interior. We're going to do cat skins for the front seats. Which is not too crazy expensive, but it's gonna be pretty much done. I'm getting close. I'm gonna start building doors next week.
Now, how much power did you say you had?
216 case.
Yeah.
Wired at half ohm.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Probably I'd like to see rides about 1.15, 1.8 maybe. We'll see. Fourth orders seem to kind of rise a little high. Tim's rose to 3.8 wired at 1 ohm, and still did a 61. But we just put new XT3s in his and wired at half ohm. And man, it's brutal, man. It's got to be a 63 right now all day. I haven't metered it yet because the subs are so fresh, but he's been out beating it up a little bit. So I'm trying to get him to loosen those subs up. But we're going to get some meter time this week and maybe bump the amps up a little bit, turn them up.
That's fun.
Right.
Jimmy, yours plays music pretty well, doesn't it?
Very well.
Yeah.
Jimmy stuff's nasty. It's loud.
Yeah.
I won't be like Jimmy. I won't be loud.
Right. I think he does music in the 60s.
Is yours Alpha Heart, Jimmy?
Alfred,
Not Alpha Heart. Alfred. Shows you how tired I am.
Right.
Yeah, that's a nice bill.
Now, Gary, what town are you in exactly? Or that you're from? You live Oklahoma City?
Yeah, I went to Duncan. That's where I was raised. Went to school in Duncan.
Okay.
I used to work for Kelly. Kelly's Trim Shop. He big kicker guy down in Duncan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. I started with Kelly, man. I started working at Kelly's Trim Shop when I was 15 years old, and I've known Kelly, forever, and since I was 15 at least. But he took me in. I was sweeping floors, started doing audio with him, and I was really big kicker guy, back in the day.
Yeah.
I had a '96 Chevy Lumina with the back seats out, and I had Fosgate and kicker then. I had all the old school punch subs. Man, I didn't know what I was doing, dude. I was young, man. I'm the guy that was. Me and my grandpa cut a board out and took my back seat out of my Lumina, and we put like 812s on all old school kickers.
Yeah, good stuff.
Kind of like the Infinity Baffle style stuff, and it worked.
Yeah.
It sounded good.
Infinity Baffle.
Yeah. I was young, man. I used to try all kinds of stuff. I was always,
down here in Mississippi, if you had kicker and you saw a Fosgate guy, I mean, it's like total rivalry. You weren't friends. You definitely didn't hang out. You parked on the other sides of the parking lot, and you better watch your stuff if they start looking hard. I mean, it was like that down here as far as Fosgate and kicker. The difference.
Man, I wish the audio today was like it was back in the '90s.
Yeah,
the audio today is still really good. But man, back in the '90s, dude, it was on fire.
Yeah.
I remember when the hot phonics stuff.
So things are a little different now as far as it has been like mostly Burke stuff, so what everybody's doing. But now people are really coming on to the demo thing, right? Well, now they're actually starting to make them pretty again. Dude, I'm telling you, I think it's a cycle, and I think we're headed back to the good old days.
I think so. There's a lot of good builds out there, man. A lot of beautiful builds.
Yeah.
I know I'll speak pretty highly with Jonathan Cortez. Do you know him? Arkansas SPL?
No.
Man, dude, some of those Arkansas guys, man, I can't think of his name. It won't pop in my head after I get off of here now. But he builds some crazy, crazy good stuff. He's just a good fabricator, man. He does a lot of stuff for Cortez, and Cortez does his own stuff too. But man, they work good together, and they build some really nice builds. Yeah. And Munson and Eastern Audio, and Nathan Munson and Chris, they built that Escalade. I don't know if you've seen that. Man, that thing
is a god.
Huh?
I said Nathan is a god.
Yeah, Nathan is a super good guy. Yeah, he's smart. He's smart. It's so funny because it was crazy when I first met Chris, and me and him become really good friends. And when I bought Pigpen, I'd go down there, and we were burping the car testing about 2:30 in the morning. And Nathan's dad, I guess, was on the other side of the building. He goes, "Man, you guys done?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm just watching Chris burp this car about 100 times because we were like 2 weeks out from finals." And man, I'll tell you what, bro. Let me tell you something. The Munsons, they don't stop. They don't have no off switch.
Really?
Chris, man, dude. Let me tell you,
Work
Chris,
hard, huh?
Bro. Chris will.
He gets like 4 hours of sleep.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. If Chris, I don't know if Chris is watching, but I'll brag on Chris, man. Chris is good at what he does. He's young. I thought Chris was a little bit older when I first met Chris. And Chris is like 22, 23. And man, he's really got the knowledge of a veteran, man, because he's been around
all night and then play the next day.
Dude, no problem. Yeah,
that's nice.
Dude, when I had my white car, I drove all the way down to Clovis, and I said, man, Chris, I need some help because this white car, I'm stuck at 58, 59. You know, I took second to Chris in 2018 at finals. I did a 58.5 on a pair of 12s on 2 CT Sound 7Ks on a 5.5 cubic foot box. I still burped a 58.5 out of that car. Like 7K of power. And I took second. That's when USAC was doing second place rings. And I got a second place ring and I was pumped. And then I thought I was going to win finals because I was like, man, I've been watching this trunk guys. I'm like, I'm doing really well. I'm going to stay humble here, but man, I really hope I win. I thought I was going to win. And then Chris come out of woodwork. This dude come out of nowhere with this ugly car. Man, he done like a 62, 63. That's when I first met Chris and Nathan, was at the 18 finals. Yeah, it was good. It was a good time. And then, me and Chris become good friends. I used to talk to Chris about 3 or 4 days a week. We'd talk for an hour and a half, 2 hours on the phone, man, just about bullcrap, just whatever, life, in general. Yeah. And all his upcoming builds and stuff like that. And man, everything he touches is loud. He just puts so much time in records testing and notebooks on notebooks and notebooks of testing. And that's what you do. And, I've done SPL, but not like he's done SPL. I think we all get out there and we start doing our own way. But I started learning. He taught me his way, and I took that and I ran with it of testing. And I'll never be as probably good as they will, but I'm learning more, of trying to reference test and not get in there and full rel it at, 15,000, 2,000 watts. You start 250 watts and 500 watts and 1,000 watts and kind of keep going. Is that Hank? Did he just join?
Yeah.
We know Hank ain't loud. Yes. You got to follow the rules to be loud. No, Hank's a good dude. I met him like for the first time, I think last year at finals. He's that dude crazy.
Yeah. I don't think I've met him.
He beat me at finals last year.
Dude, he brought this S10 or something, and I think he tracked I don't know how many hours where he lives, like across Alaska or something crazy. Like it took forever to get there. And he came in and man, that thing, I think he had a crescendo amps or something in it. And then I think he had some Neo 10s. Man, that thing was loud, dude.
He was down 2 woofers and 2 amplifiers and still beat me by like 3B and was laughing about it.
Yeah.
Well, so Gary, man, what do you think? What makes those trunk cars? What makes the cars that you got? What makes them loud like that?
My cars?
Yeah, those. The trunk cars, because most of the time people have to. It takes a lot to get that loud. Especially with the. I won't say a minute amount of power, but not gobs and gobs and gobs.
Man,
is it box? Is it paneling? What do you think?
I think a little bit of everything, man. I believe that. Like to go back to Pigpen situation, Chris, I gotta give Chris the credit because he built the car. Mm-hmm. And I bought the car from Chris. And from what I see from looking at it after getting into it, there's deadener in certain areas, and Chris was telling me, he tested. Chris probably blew $5,000-$10,000 probably, I don't know, in woofers, let's say, recones, trying to figure out what worked best, putting dynamat in certain areas of the car and burping the car at low power at like 500 watts of reference testing, and then pulling that back off and seeing what changed on screen. Yeah. And with the white car, that's kind of, I did stuff like that with the white car. And how I got the white car loud is, the white car hated deadener on the floor. It hated it. And I would stick deadener on the floor and try that, and I would lose extremely. And I only had deadener like a couple sheets on the driver's side, and then on the passenger side I had like 6 sheets. Pigpen is all the deadener is down the driver's side or the passenger side, and there's no deadener on the right, not very much at all. And
that's weird.
It's, dude, those EF Civics, 88 to 91 Civics, are just ridiculous loud. That car will do a 60 at like low power, like easy all day. It'll, that car is just ridiculous. And the 18s, everybody thinks that Chris cut that car up to put the 18s in that car. Now, you can't cut the car. You know that, it's against the rules. So you cut the bottom and the top of the baskets. So they're chopped off a 1/4 inch on the top and the bottom. It's cut so much where the foam is barely on the basket.
Dang.
Yes.
Really, yeah.
And put all that power to it.
Yes. Then build the subs, they're ugly. They're ugly. Yeah, they're not pretty because they're strictly SPL.
Yeah.
And the problem is when you had to pull the woofers out of Pigpen, you had to pull the amps out. You had to unbolt the box from underneath on the frame of the car, went all the way through the car, the body of the car. You had to slide the box all the way back and then get in and pull the subs out. And honestly, I just got freaking tired of it.
Yeah.
I just got tired of it. I mean, I did what I wanted to do with the car. I got made fun of when I bought that car. You bought a winning car. You bought a winning car. Well, I put my own equipment in it. I did my own testing. Did I ever do a 65.5? No. Chris did a 65.5, but Chris will tell you how much it took to do a 65.5, and Chris will tell you how many amps he plumbed to do that. And so that's why Chris to do dreaded cones, and that got a lot more efficient on a lower power.
What did you do? What did you do with the car?
Man, like as score wise or like equipment wise, I actually put 2 Neo 18s in it. Chris built me the subs, and I put 2 16Ks. Chris used to have 8 4Ks in it, which was, and I only got about 36K of power out of both of those amps. I wired at 0.25, rose to like 1.1. Got quite a bit of power out of them, as much as we could.
And what SPL did you get?
164.9.
Yeah, see, that ain't nothing to sneeze at.
Right. Oh, no, not at all. I mean, there ain't nobody doing that today.
Right.
The only person I could see doing that today, that would beat that score would either be Michael Larson, or Chris Munson. And I'm saying that, and this is coming from Chris with beating the car, because Chris knows the car. That car, I can literally put that car back together, put the box back in it, put some fresh Neos in that car, and that car will do a 65. Now, will that car stay together, mechanical wise, failure with the subs? That's about a 5% chance, and that's just a chance you take with SPL, and that's why it gets so daggum expensive, with that car alone.
Absolutely.
I mean, that you tear a shroud, now you got 3 hours of teardown time to take it out and then recone it just with a shroud by itself if you got carbon cones. And I put 6 rounds in that car. 6 rounds. That's the original. That is the original soft parts. This is here. You guys think I'm crazy. So that is the original soft parts on those subs today that I ran at World Finals. So that'll go to tell you how good of a sub builder Munson is. They were ugly as all get out.
But they worked.
Don't make them pretty, but they never broke. I never broke a spider, never broke a triple joint. At the last run, it finally gave up the ghost, and it spit a cool. And busted both surrounds at the last show I did. And I think I did that. It did a 61.9 and it broke. And then after that, I said, you know what? I think I'm going to retire the car. I'm going to build something that I'm going to enjoy musical wise. So I sold all the equipment out of Pigpen, sold all the equipment out of the white car, So I put like $7,000 worth of paint and body into Pigpen. I put full air ride on it, full interior upgrades. The only thing I haven't done to the car was the motor. And it's got 270,000 miles on it, and I drive it 3 days a week.
Dang. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love going to gas
Very
stations
nice car.
and then laying it out on air ride. People's freaking face. They're like, what?
Yeah.
I got one single 12 in there now. It does a 49 on a burp out of the trunk on a C7 2K on a C5 12.
Man.
It's
what?
a musical setup. You
A
know
what? A 59? Did you say
49?
49.
49.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 49. Yeah, it's I just built a little box. I put a 4-inch port into the side. Because I can't. Everything's full in the trunk. All the air rod, the compressors, everything in the trunk.
I wasn't going to mention this, but James did.
Who? Oh, James. There's James.
James.
Yeah, I'll tell you a little bit about James's car here, Chillers. That's like one of my best friends. This man, James has a car called the Ugly Duckman. It's a 95 Honda Civic. It's the one in my video, Jimmy, that I did the other day. Now, I'll tell you something about that car. That car's going to USAC Finals next month. James does 750 to 3,000 class. And out of the trunk, I mean, not to say too much about a score because, we are going to finals next month. I can tell you the car is mid-50s. So, yeah. And that's at 2,500 watts. So, and that is a burp setup out. It's got 2 C5s in it. And it's got a C7 2K. And it's pretty rowdy. For his class, for the novice class, it's pretty rowdy. Is he probably going to win World Finals? I don't know. He may. But I know that score in that class, I believe, is a 55. So, we'll see. We'll see what it does.
Now, what class will that be?
Novice, 701 to 3,000. 3,000 novice class.
I don't know much about the classes.
He can do he could do 10 novice shows a year, I believe. And he built pretty much all of the car. He did all his own dynamat. He did all his own wire. He bought all his stuff from me. He brought it to me, and he was doing, I think, 46. He did a 46 at like 2,200 watts. And then I built him a box, and we went from 12s to 15s, and it did a 51.2 at the same power at the last show. But it's louder than that now. It's louder now because we did a lot of testing, but it's in my shop right now. And he's got a C-Max battery in there because you can have that. And he's got a delete under the hood. And because you can only one run battery, you can't go over 15.5 volts in that class. That's the rules. But I think he'll do pretty good. I'd like to see him really at least place top third. I mean, of course I want him to win. He's my buddy, but for his first World Finals, I think he'll be happy, and it's just the experience that you get, as well. So it'll be a good time. And then Tim's going. He'll be doing Modified Unlimited, which, you got to – if you want to stay competitive in that class, you need to be 67, 68s, in Modified Unlimited.
Y'all, that's loud.
Hell yeah, it's loud.
I mean,
that's loud. Some of those guys, you got to think, man. You got like Bobby Mansfield out there. Bobby, man, boy, that guy, he a worker. He's
Stephen Duncan.
Do what?
Stephen Duncan.
Yeah, Stephen Duncan. Those guys, man, they're 67, 68s in that class. I mean, that's a hard class, man. I mean, they even play music, but I don't know.
They mostly play music.
Yeah, I mean, Bobby's, man, it's nasty, man. That'll slap the ears plumb off your head.
They just need to change his name to Wendy. Because that's what he builds. Anything he builds, it's going to move your ears. They're going to flap.
You want to compete with Bobby, you better build. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Don't go in. Don't be going in there and think you hard at 62 because you're going to get hurt at like 20 hertz.
Right.
Pablo, all of them, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's another thing. He's doing it at 20 hertz.
Yeah. And then you got Nathan, man, with the DD tank. And that thing's stupid. Like, it's like 69, 70s at like 26 hertz or something crazy?
Yeah.
I think
he's only been to one of our shows, but I think he did one of our music classes. And I think he did high 60s on mute, just an average.
Yeah. Jimmy, I think he may be coming to May 30th, man. Nathan.
Okay. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. We need to.
Hi, Steve.
We need to get some of these Louisiana, Texas guys to come down too.
We may have awoken a giant. So I know you guys probably never heard of this guy, but there's this lady I met recently, and she takes pictures, and her name is Keely Price, right? And she said her husband, he's kind of old and he used to be into audio, and she said that he might get back into it. Do you know Keely Price? Don't. I think her husband named Joe.
Yeah. Joe Price.
Oh, Joe Price. Oh, yeah, Joe. Yeah, you don't go poking that. Don't go poke that bear. He's in hibernation.
I think somehow he got poked. I'm not sure.
I think I've seen him in one of your baseboard stuff.
Year.
I like Joe. I met Joe back at 18, man, when he had the silver van. Wow. And I'm gonna tell you what, somebody that puts stuff together good is him, because he really keeps his work clean, man. Even for an SPL build, he does really, really good with keeping his stuff together like that. I mean, it looks just clean. I was impressed.
Yeah.
So,
I like that. Well, I just met this guy again for the first time.
Do what? Say that again.
I said Joe is the only person that has tapped me out.
Yeah, I didn't get his stuff. I ain't done. Nope.
Yeah.
I like loud stuff, but look, I'm not very smart as it is, and I ain't real smart when I come out of something like
that. Yeah. Well, he's retired, but he came to hang out, and I drafted his wife. She was taking pictures for the camera, and so we struck up a deal. And anyway, I think he's getting interested again, so he may be back.
I got to go out in my truck and get my phone.
He's about to have some feelings.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm going to my truck and charge my phone. Hold on.
All right.
It's about to die. 2% on here. Dark, I don't drop my phone.
Jimmy, you see what Jason said?
I need to go to rookie class, whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
I think Jason's the target for everybody in the Savage class, isn't that right?
For now, he needs to turn it up a little bit, though.
Mm-hmm. The Savage class, what class is that? Is that
so? Our classes go by cone area plus port area, right? And so Savage goes from 200 inches to 201 inches to 350 inches. That's speakers and port.
Huh.
So that's a 212 build with a port. Power can bump you up a little, but not very often. Not very often.
You got some new trunk classes, don't you?
Only one.
Yeah, we're going to tweak those.
Yeah.
So I could tell you what they are, but the numbers are going to change really soon. So
are you going to do unlimited?
Michael James hurt feelings.
Do what now?
Do what?
Well, we have
I
some.
said Michael Larson is going to hurt feelings.
Is Michael Larson watching?
He does something.
I don't know if he's watching or not, but he's going to run.
Huh?
Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah.
Michael Larson. He don't want. Michael, I'm gonna talk a little crap. Michael don't want to compete against me. I'll kill that car.
He might. He may have skipped tonight's show because you were going to be on here. He might have been scared.
I know. I like Michael. I give him a hard time. And he's a worker, bro. He puts in that work. He got a loud car. I'm really excited to see his car. You know, at finals, he's supposed to be coming to USAC finals next month. So he still thinks I'm doing it. I tell him I'm retired, but he said, "You got another car," and I said, "Yeah, well, you know, I just see you there." Pigpen will be at finals. I don't know. I'm not doing Pigpen at finals. I'm just gonna go, and it's gonna look pretty. So when he pulls up, he's gonna get really scared. No, I just like giving him crap, man. I'd be more scared of Munson than Michael, because Munson got a truck car.
Doesn't he have one of those?
Oh yeah, That I'm tell you what, that car is beautiful. That car's a pretty car. He's got a pretty cool setup in it. I don't want to say too much because I'll let him speak on that, but I know what he runs in it. I know his number in 3K class, and it's pretty wild. I don't know of anybody or 5K class. 5K it does. I think it does like a 57, 58 at 5K. I know that because he ran a show, so I can share that. But 3K it's pretty rowdy too. But I know you never know, man. He may come back to unlimited because he was poking. He goes, I may do a Pigpen 2.0, and I said, oh man, come on, Chris.
Right.
So yeah. But that Rex is doing a 70 now. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's loud.
Man, when I went to Sundown, hung out with Chris and Kyle and all those guys up there for about 3 or 4 days. And I went down to hang out and watch Chris build subs and pretty much be in their way the whole time. And they got a cool operation, dude. You know, right next to Sundown there. Chris can go in the next room and get a Neo motor. You know, I thought that was cool.
Yep.
I mean, he could just literally, it's just like right around the corner. I mean, boom, right there. There's soft parts. Boom, there's cones. There's whatever you want. You know, it's right there. But, you know, his warehouse is like 8,000 square feet, and they're on the top floor. So, because Sundown, when Jacob and all of them bought Sundown, they bought that building. And the bottom level has like some storage facilities or something in it that people rent out, I guess. Mm-hmm. And there's the elevator, so they brought those 2 cars upstairs, and that's where Chris is testing at. That's pretty cool. He said it got louder there too.
Yeah, I met Jake at this show in Las Vegas, and we had planned to have Base Wars there, but when I reached out, I couldn't get them on Facebook, and then I called a couple of times, and I just never did get connected with them.
Right.
Get us up there, but maybe next year.
That'll be fun. Hey, I think James, my buddy James, because I can't tag people to watch it, can
I? Yeah, we should be able to. I'm not sure. I think you would be able to.
Huh. I don't know. It's weird on my phone.
Your phone.
You can't do it from your phone?
No, sir.
Next time we do this, I'm going to charge my laptop and get on my laptop and do it because it'd be a lot easier, you know?
Yeah.
Everything from the phone's kind of a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
But I know you guys are big kicker guys. I'm a big kicker guy. I tell you what I'm about to be doing.
Yeah.
You know, James is on here. I'm going to leak it out. I'm going to tell him. He's probably going to kill me. But, you know, James is one of the first people to win the Solo X, the new one.
Okay.
James won it. So we're actually he goes, he's watching. Yeah, he's watching now. What's up, James? But James wants to do a flat wall in his 95 Civic. So I think we're going to do 4 12s or 4 Solo X15s in a flat wall. And think we're going to mix it with the Crossfire amp.
Well, I'm just say to you, got to be careful, because once you go down that kicker road, you probably won't be wanting to use any of the other subs.
Hey, that's fine.
Right?
Dude, man, I like kicker, man. There's so many kicker haters. And there ain't nothing wrong with
just young and dumb. Dude,
man, I'm telling you, their warranty stuff is amazing too. And that just goes back to Chris Munson and Nathan Munson. They move a lot of kicker down at Eastern Audio in Clovis, New Mexico. And they talk really, really big on kicker, And of course, Nathan is a huge kicker guy because, doing a 70 on a single sub back in the day is just, man, I ain't no way doing that. That's brutal. That's crazy.
Right.
He still has
back in the day where it was even more difficult.
Yeah, that's insane. I don't think nobody's ever done that yet not on a single woofer that I know of. I don't think.
Yeah.
Well,
the truth is, I'm a kicker fan. I have been since I was 12, and I haven't had a different speaker since I was 12. Literally, I have not owned a sub other than a kicker. So that's the reason I don't ever really comment on Sundown or because I haven't used them.
Right.
So I can't say a word, But I can. But from running competitions, I see some things, So I can tell that Sundown is a good sub. I can tell Crossfire stuff that you mentioned is like mega legit. You know the good ones, and then the ones that there are people that pull in the parking lot, and I'm not gonna say the brand, but when I see the brand, I'm like, please come enter before you demo, or else you won't be entering. Right?
Yeah. And that's the way with me going back owning the business. When I started 3 years ago when I opened 405, I didn't want to get crazy with a lot of brands, and I didn't want to carry 60 freaking brands. There's a lot of great brands out there. I just, DD was one brand because it's a local to me, and Kicker, it's local to me. So, but you always got your DD haters, your Kicker haters. I mean, everybody likes other brands, So I reached out to Roger at Crossfire. It took a little doing to get it, but I got it because he had other dealers around me and he had to protect his other dealers, which was fine. I respected that. And then finally I ended up getting Crossfire and it blew up, and I do really well with Crossfire, and I do really well with Sundown too, man. I mean, Sundown is, they're just good people, and, and I order all my Sundown wholesale. I order actually from Nathan and Chris from Audio Apex. And I can go through Sundown. I have an account with Sundown, but I get the same pricing. So, and it's good for the shop. And actually the turnaround time is pretty fast too, because super, super fast for my customers. And that's what I like. And same with Kicker. I can get Kicker in 2 days a day. I don't sell a ton of Kicker, but because there is a lot of shops like Custom Sounds Intense and others, they do a lot with Kicker. So, a lot of those guys get a little bit better pricing than us, but we still do really well with Kicker stuff, man. I mean, it's a good brand. Sony does good.
There's nothing bad about it. Nothing bad about it.
Right.
They got the whole spectrum. They're soon to have the further spectrum. But
dude, they want me to come down after all this, because I went in. They let me and my father-in-law, we went down, and Jason at Q Logic. You know any of those guys?
No, I don't.
Q Logic they make the kick pods and stuff, the forms for the kicks, and they make some other stuff now. And they've been around
boxes, right? Make boxes as well. Yeah.
Yeah, they started doing some boxes, and Jason Owens not took it over, but managing the company in Stillwater. They went through some changes through years, and it's an old company. They've been around since Dave's Kicker, man. And they're in Stillwater too. Q Logic.
And I do not know this at all, but I wonder if there's ever been a time that they built boxes with Kicker. I know originally there was 2 people mixed with Kicker, and one built speaker boxes. and then Steve, did the other stuff. But I wonder, is that maybe what it grew to? I don't know.
They may have. I know that they did some stuff, I believe, for Fosgate. Q Logic did some Fosgate boxes. Like you'd see the package with the silver Fosgate on the front. I knew they did stuff like that, I believe.
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah, they're still a big company, man. They're half the size, like warehouse-wise and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But Jason's got all new CNC machines. He's starting to innovate more stuff with new integration into these new vehicles, building boxes.
Man, as a retailer, the boxes, and I'm gonna say the kicker boxes, but there are other boxes as well. But look at those kicker boxes with that embroidery. You can't build that stuff for what you pay for it.
No, you can't. And that's I build. Huh?
Are you cupping the mic because you got a bad feedback coming back from us?
Can you hear me now?
Well, I can hear you, but when Billy talks or I talk, you got a bad feedback.
No, I'm holding the phone. It's in my charger.
Yeah. Jimmy, I hear it on you too.
Is that better?
You're fine, Gary. I hear it when Jimmy talks a little bit, and I hear it when I talk. I hear it. I don't know what it is.
Huh. That's weird. Interesting.
But those boxes that they're making now, man, they're so nice, and they must get wood cheap.
They are.
I
can't build them for that cheap,
No.
And, especially with the way birch, Baltic birch and stuff went up, because I don't use cheap wood material. I order all my stuff through Phoenix Lumber, a local company here in Oklahoma City. And I actually use 13-ply Baltic birch, not China veneer, for my boxes. And I use MDF, which is cheap, of course, but I use what's called True Pan MDF. It's actually 50% lighter than regular MDF. But we have had no problems in 3 years using the MDF. I don't use it. Of course, I don't use it for massive big builds like fourth orders or something like that. I'll use birch, and the Baltic birch is really, really good wood, and it's just super strong. But yeah, like you said, you can't build. There's no way you can build that stuff like that. I mean, to build a box like, say, the new kicker. What's the new kicker box that come out with the L7s, the cube? Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah.
That box, if you was to build that box and kerf that wood, you're looking at about $1,200 to $1,400 custom.
Right.
And that probably people are looking at me right now thinking I'm freaking nuts. But, when you have the saws and routers and you're paying, all that money to build these boxes.
The hours is not the only thing at play. Right.
Right. Yeah, tools are expensive, man. I mean, just like
router bits.
My table saw is $4,000.
Right.
I mean, I've got a full shop back system, and it's expensive. And I really try not to build a lot of boxes, under $300, because it takes so much time, and with wood going up the way it is, it's just been crazy.
I can't honestly fathom there being a box that I would consider building for less than $350.
Right. Even under seat truck boxes. I mean, mine start at $350 all day.
Yeah.
No problem. They go up $700-800.
Yeah. Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
I mean, look at you take Bobby Gately, for example. Look at his boxes, and I ain't that good. I'm nowhere near that. And his boxes are just beautiful. I mean, but they're $1,500. I mean, for an under seat truck box. But I'll tell you what, you get what you pay for.
That's right. That's right.
My father-in-law works with me, and he's grade A carpenter. He's really, really good. And he can build anything you put in front of him with a plan. He can build it. Mm-hmm. But he don't understand the schematics of like the airspace, the FS of a sub, things like that. And that's where I come in. And, I'll design it, and give him the spec, and he'll cut it and build it. So half the boxes that come out of my shop, my father-in-law, 80% of them he builds.
Yeah.
And I just pay him to build.
Yeah, heard that.
So,
what software do you use to design them?
I've been using Drew Jones for my big stuff, but I've got one on the box designer. I had to look what it was. It's on my computer at work, and you could put in. Yeah, there's Baseaholic. Drew's a good guy.
Yeah, he showed up this past weekend. We had him at the show. Sunday. Yes, in Biloxi. Yeah.
Where was that at? Was that Louisiana?
No, it's Mississippi. Biloxi, Mississippi.
Mississippi. Okay, Mississippi. Yeah, him and Duncan.
It's the landmass between Louisiana and Alabama.
Yeah.
You remember that on the news? Or you probably don't, but they were talking about the weather on one of the national stations, and they called it the landmass in between Louisiana and Alabama. They couldn't remember the name of it.
Now, where do they live? Where does Duncan and Drew live?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. From Baton Rouge, but Duncan lives here in Biloxi.
Okay. So is that where Scraping the Coast is?
It is.
So do you live in Mississippi?
I live in Mississippi, yeah.
Dude, I want to come to Scraping the Coast so damn bad.
Everybody loves it. I can go there personally. Base Horse can't go there, but everybody loves it.
Why? Because
Jimmy comes.
They won't let you come there?
No, it's not a bad thing. It's just a business thing. The guy that runs Scraping, he is the regional director for USAC.
Okay, Greg Miller?
Yeah. So he doesn't want any competition in there. Yeah, and that's fair.
Sure.
You know.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I just want to go, not to compete. I want to go and take pig pen.
Right.
Trailer pig pen.
Yeah.
We're thinking about going here. Do you? We may go this year in June. We may try to go.
Well, I think a lot of people from up there came last time. Last time Jimmy came down for Scraping, and I went up on a show that he had planned on that same weekend. I went up to Kansas City, and he come down to Biloxi.
That's cool.
Crazy. Yeah.
That's a nice trophy. See, that's what I'm talking about. I like those trophies. Those are nice. Those are super nice.
They're all right.
Man,
wait till you see Base Horse trophy.
Yeah.
See, I like the big trophies. You know, I'll say one thing about Arkansas SPL. Jonathan Cortez, that's his organization there. Man, they do pretty cool trophies. I like nice awards.
Now that you mention it, I think I do remember speaking with him. Jimmy, wasn't that the show we talked about in Arkansas?
Waking the Dead?
Wake the Dead.
Yeah.
Wake the Dead.
Yeah, I talked to him about going there. Yeah.
Yeah. Jonathan Cortez is a super good guy, man.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll be there, but we talked about it, you know, so we may. I think he's trying if we could be there or not.
Base Horse?
Yeah. Yeah, personally, we could go. But,
man, his Wake the Dead, the finals, man, I went out and did that the first year. They're like, dude, you should come out, man. Come on out, come out. So I took my white car out there. And, man, those trunk guys, there's a bunch of guys out there that are loud. Them Arkansas boys loud, dude. You know, which I can't. Yeah, I can't make fun of none of those guys. I was born in Van Buren, Arkansas, you know. So, you know, there's some super good people there, and they got some loud rods. They take a lot of pride in their stuff, and they do really well. And, you know, I took my white car out there, and I cleaned up at finals, man. I won trunk. I won, like, a couple classes.
Yeah.
You know, I did a 60, almost a 61, man, out of the white car, out the trunk.
Dang. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And that's a new Civic, a 15 model Civic. Nobody's ever done that in a 9-gen Honda newer car. Not in a new Civic like that. Everybody's telling me you'll never do it. And when I did my first 60 at finals, everybody was in the lanes running, and I said the F word so loud it stopped the judges and everybody because Luke Hensley was holding the meter, and when I did my first 60, Chris was helping me test. Man, I freaked out. I was like, yeah, and I screamed the F word because I was so excited, And everybody stopped and said, well, I think he just got what he wanted. And then I did 0.5 more in the lanes, like really, like right after. And then I went down to Arkansas STL and did almost a 61 down there. And then I got home and was playing with it on the meter and did a 61 flat and never got it again. Couldn't get it out of it. Tried and tried and tried. And then I built the car musical. And that's when it started turning into everything for the last 3 years. And it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully we'll get to do it.
Yeah. That'll be good. That'll be good. Everybody kind of join together and do both of them and have a good time. I think it's good to have both, man. Just like I was telling Jimmy, it'd be fun to even have USAC and Base Wars together at one show. Yeah,
we've done. I've done a few of them. Yeah, Jimmy's done several. Yeah.
Right. Well, the 30th show, May 30th, is going to be really good. Maybe we can get up here and we can get more shows. I have my buddy that went back to Pet Boys about a year or 2 years ago. I was throwing all sorts of USAC shows, or I wasn't, but I was getting them for Connie, and 8 or 9 a year at USAC's parking lot off of Memorial here in Oklahoma City. What's up, Jason? Gary got me back into competing. I think that's about right. Oh, Jason Miller.
Yeah.
Good guy. He got that Rex. He's doing really well, trying to get some numbers. I think he's 58s or so right now, 57, 58s on a pair of 12s. He's doing really well. He's trying, man. He's got that getting that car efficient for the power he has, but he's getting there for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna talk to Bobby and see if we can get you, Jimmy, out here and have these shows at Pet Boys in the parking lot. It's big. There's a lot of room, and you don't have to have a noise permit because they own the building, they own the parking lot, so we don't have to get anything from the city, and it's right off the main highway of the turnpike. So maybe we can get you out here, 3 or 4 more times this year, and we can qualify and get some of these Oklahoma guys to go to finals, which will help you guys, get more competitors, and everybody can still have fun, man.
Yeah.
So I'll see what I can do.
We're all about trying to grow.
Do what? My shop. Oh, Jason, yeah. Jason works at Accessories Unlimited in Norman, Oklahoma. Billy, I don't know. Do you know where Norman's at? OU and all that?
No.
Accessories Unlimited is a really, really big shop. Jason's their main 12-volt guy there. And I think he does other stuff as well. But man, they run a good business. They got a really nice shop. They had some USAC shows there. Just really super clean parking lot. Really state of the art, man. They run we would definitely like to there. We'd love to. Honestly, I feel Base Wars. I started Base Wars in mostly like restaurants and like bars type places, right.
Not many audio shops are really into it, or they haven't been. You know?
And a lot of that may be with like sound ordinance where I'm at with my shop. I've got 5,000 square foot now just inside my building alone. Pretty close to 5K because we just expanded. And I had a few shows in the back of my shop and that got shut down pretty quick. I'm zone 2 commercial, so the city can't do anything to me because I'm in commercial stuff. But the landlord didn't go over too good with her because of property. So she said I could probably have 2 big shows a year, but I'd have to get porta potties. I'll have to hire off-duty police officers, and all this other stuff and get extra liability insurance so I can have shows if somebody gets hurt and make everybody sign waivers. So that's an option too, but I can only probably have 1 or 2 a year. But I'll have to go through a couple of hoops to get some things done. But, man, I had my first show here, and Connie had close to 50, 60 runs.
Wow. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, out back. It
rare.
was. I'm going to have a customer appreciation probably here pretty quick for my 3rd year. So maybe that would be a time we can have Base Wars and USAC both in the back. And have a good time, and everybody just have freaking fun, man. Because I've had DB Drag here. I got Chet Till. I don't know if you know Chet, but he's a DB Drag judge. He came down, and Mel Valdez from Amp Global, which is Stinger. Mel, that's my man, dude. He got me, man. When I opened the shop, I got to give him a shout out because when I opened the shop, dude, Mel was there for me and got my back, dude. I've always been a Stinger guy ever since I've been back in the 90s.
Right, it's been around a long time.
Dude, that's all I ran with Stinger. And I've always had good luck with it, and they may always make good products. But, now that they do so much factory integration with cars and trucks and stuff, I carry a lot of Pack and American International stuff. And I do real well. But Mel, man, I got to give him a pat on the back because he's the one that really, took me and ran and, help me get dash kits and top 50 things. When I opened my shop, man, I had literally, because I had a little bit about me. I used to, compete in bodybuilding, and I had supplement stores here in Oklahoma City. I had 2, and I had them for 9 years. And the internet destroyed.
I used to buy my energy drinks through you until you quit.
Huh?
I said I used to buy my energy drinks through you until you quit selling them.
Yes, you sure did. That is absolutely right. Man, the supplement market is a hard market to be in.
Yeah, internet just took you down, huh?
Yes, I dominated, and I'll say it and be arrogant about it. I dominated Oklahoma City from 2012 to 2016. There wasn't nobody competing with me. I was in a 300 square foot store. I did more money per square foot capital than any supplement store from here to Dallas.
Wow.
Now we were destroying it, man, and we did really well. I used to go to all the Olympia, the expos. I mean, dude, I worked with Ronda Rousey, when she was with Gaspari, when Ronda first started out, worked with her for 4 years. And I worked with a lot of athletes, the Olympia, Phil Heath, I know Ronnie Coleman, Mr. Olympia. If you follow bodybuilding much of working out, Ronnie's Texas guy. So I've trained with a lot of those guys, and I was in that field for about a good 12 years of competing, and I got out of it. And then I started, because I've always been into audio. And then I said, you know what? I want to open a shop.
Look at Jerry on Facebook. See how he used to be. He was very, very built.
Yeah, now I'm thicker than a Snicker, bro. I'm fat.
Right.
No.
I try to stay in shape, but that's when I started the shops. I didn't have any money because we went out of business and closed the store, took care of our debt and moved on. And man, I started the business with $6,000. The shop. That's all I had. That's all I had, man. People thought I had all this money. I borrowed a bank loan. Man, I didn't take any bank loans when I opened 405 Car Audio. I found the building. I paid $1,200 a month in rent. I signed a 3-year lease or a 1-year lease. I'll take that back. 1-year lease. And then I started buying. I called Mel, and Mel will tell you, I didn't have any money. I was broke. People laugh at me when they say, you ain't going to start a shop with what you have. It ain't going to happen, dude. Man, anything can happen if you freaking hustle and put your mind.
Yeah.
But you got to work. I ain't lazy, man. I work. I don't sit around my shop and just don't do nothing. I work. I don't get on Facebook and social media and promote myself probably like I should. I should do more than that, but I just kind of get caught up at the shop messing around, and then I kind of forget, I just kind of, gets, but that's how I started the 405. I know that's probably quite crazy and out there, but it's been a blessing, First year we killed it. Second year we killed it. Going in third year with COVID, kind of hurt us a little bit, but we made it. We managed, and I try to stay busy as I can. So that's why we expanded and we started doing truck accessories. And that's a tough market to get into because it's very competitive. And about every half a mile, there's a shop next to you selling WeatherTech and Husky floor liners and Amp Research fire steps. But hey, everybody's got to get a little cut of it.
Do you do tires and wheels?
I do not.
I'm just curious. I don't know anybody that does it. And I just wondered if the markup was in there because they're so big and it would take up so much space. I didn't,
Yeah, I can get wheels and tires, and I've got the shop for a alignment machine. I've got big enough, for a wheel machine. But I actually, Linex here in Oklahoma City, I know those guys, so I can sub out my work to them with wheels and tires, or Bobby over at Pep Boys will give me a really good deal on wheels and tires for customers. I can go over there, send them to there, or I can, whatever, make $50, $100, and make a little money off of it, But yeah, I'm not going to get into that right now. I don't have any employees, just me and my father-in-law. We do everything, so we try to make what's best. And some weeks I pay myself good, some weeks I don't pay myself at all. And that's just kind of how it is owning a business,
Yeah.
You started Base Wars. It's probably been hard, trying to get things going.
I started Base Wars with about $1,000.
Yeah. And look how much it's grown.
A meter, a TV, and and then don't get me wrong, it's by far not the bank's not knocking on my door wanting to borrow any money. You know what I'm saying? It's not a big business, but yeah, I started with $1,000.
Yeah,
and
but don't it
still
feel
put
good?
All the money back into it.
Right. Don't it feel good though when you can buy something and you don't have to take it out of your own pocket? The Base Wars can pay for it or something. When you can buy something, that's what feels good. It don't matter what it is. Anything. It could be a sensor. It could be a coax cable.
Man, I tell you what. I'll share this just for fun because you got to just laugh sometimes. But so I spent a couple years ago. I bought the stuff that I needed to make plaques, right? And I was going to give away plaques for awards, and I did that. I bought that stuff, and all that stuff was about $5,000, right? But the Base Wars was able to do it, and then so we just had our a year that was not so bad. I mean, it was a decent year for Base Wars,
Right.
And so we're sitting here. We got this probably like thinking website, whatever. And within 2 weeks, man, my sublimation printer died and my heat press died.
Oh God!
Within 2 weeks, killed the whole year, man. But but like you say, we was able to take care of it. So
yeah, that's business is hard, man. It's
sometimes it is, but
yeah, I struggle sometimes, but I just you gotta keep trucking, and it's especially with this snowstorm that just hit us for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, man. I ain't had no work. I've been so slow. So slow. And that's what hurts when you go, dang, the IRS $3,400 this month. Man, I owe $1,200 in rent. Man, I owe this. But I have the money to pay it, and put it back. I just can't. That means I can't play with my Tahoe for a couple of weeks.
Right.
So I have to. Yeah, I just have to put some more money back and keep trucking, but it's going good, man. I love owning a shop. I can't work for somebody, man. I can't do it. I can never go back to that. Just like if I got out of car audio in 3 years installing, I'd probably do online stuff, like Chris and them are doing, like Audio Apex, something like that,
Yeah.
I'd do something like that. I'd still stay in audio because I enjoy the audio.
Well,
it's fun.
I didn't when I first started Base Wars. I didn't intend for it to grow up kind of the way, and I haven't really been pushing it now. It's been pulling me,
Right.
So I didn't really intend for it to do what it's doing right now. But once it got to a certain point, I'm like, okay, well now it needs to go on and do that, or else it needs to. We need to scale back, And so we decided to go forward, but
it looks like it's doing good to me.
Yeah, I mean, well, we're just outworking everybody for whatever reason. We're outworking everybody. We don't get the big
There's nothing wrong with that.
we don't get, like when we have a show, you don't pay us any money. If we don't get entries, we don't get money. But
right.
it would
That's
be
what
nice.
Jimmy said. Because what's the first thing?
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I asked him. I said, "What do we need to pay?" He goes, "Nah, nothing, man. Just
Right.
He told me what $30 a run and $20 for a rerun."
No, it's $30 for the first run and $20 for a second class. Reruns are free as long as they're within reason. Meaning if you come back for your 10th run, we might charge
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I usually cut them off an hour before the show ends, and that allows make sure anybody that hasn't run or is able to get in.
Right.
But yeah,
Absolutely.
we just want people to have fun, and so we don't want to break them. We just take our little bit and be happy.
Jimmy, I was going to ask you, what do you need from me as far as like show stuff coming up for May 30th? Do you need me to do you want to try to do like a giveaway at the show from the shop from 405?
I mean, truthfully, at this point, we've got everything set up and we're ready to go. If you would like to offer up some stuff, it's always welcomed.
Yeah, let me do some stuff. I'll try to get some stuff together, and we'll have like a raffle drawing or something. Maybe do something, figure something out. It'd be cool if we can get with Kicker or somebody like that, if they had like some brochure and give all the competitors like some bag or something. I don't know. Maybe throw a lanyard or something. Maybe I can figure something out like that.
Well, I generally give away lanyards and a couple other items at the show as well.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Kicker gives us T-shirts and lanyards and and things like that to give out on the regular basis.
Man, it'd be cool to have one at Kicker's show, but I don't think they'll ever let because of the neighborhoods and stuff now.
Yeah, it's not. That wouldn't happen, and it's because of the neighborhood. Yeah. I told them
they're trying to find inside the
building. Right?
Do what?
We could just have it inside the building.
Dude, that Kicker wall is out. It's insane.
Yeah.
Man, it rattles the stairs and everything.
Yeah, and you could put you could have a show inside the building. You could put all the cars in there.
Yeah, it's big.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
That place is big.
Yeah.
Big. Huge. Huge.
So we were all up there. I forget which time it was, but Drew had came up, and Jimmy, were you there for that one? You were there, yeah. And so we metered that room. I think it did a 40-some. Did it?
Yeah, it's mid-40s.
Loud wall.
It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's good, though.
Yeah.
So finals in April. And where's that going to be at?
Yes.
In Missouri? Kansas?
Yeah. At Argosy Casino, Riverside, Missouri.
How far is that from Oklahoma? Do you know?
My place to you is like 5 hours and 56 minutes, so almost 6 hours.
Dang, son. That's some traveling. I mean, that says a lot for you. That says a lot about you, man, for traveling all the way from there to here to do a show May 30th.
Right.
That's awesome. That's amazing is what that is.
Right. We normally, I try to get them to cut it off about 4 hours, but because we don't have anybody else to help him, he kind of stretches out a little bit.
Yeah.
But Base Wars
I'll
is
get anything up to 6.5, maybe 7, depending on the show.
Do what?
Yeah.
I said I'll do anything from like 6.5 hours, maybe to 7, depending on the show.
Yeah.
Like running the show, or like, doing how many hours to run the show? Yeah. But you're driving 5 hours to get to the show, right?
Right.
Yeah. That's a long ways.
Yeah.
That's a long ways.
Yeah.
It's all good.
It'll be worth it, man. I think it's going to be a good time, dude. I think it's going to be a big turnout. You know, maybe we can get was it Sean? Is it John Mosiak? Is that his name?
Mrozak.
Yeah, Mosiak. Yeah, maybe we can get him and Brian and some of his guys to come up.
Yeah, they're real good to us over in Shreveport. They live around there, and they're real faithful. They come to lots of those. I don't know if I've had a show over there that they didn't come to.
Right. Yeah, and then Sean, you know, they're loud too. They got some loud stuff. They're loud.
Yeah.
You know,
Sean is he's intense, man. He's gonna bring it.
Yeah.
He's gonna bring it. And if you beat him this time, good luck next week, right?
Yeah.
He's just into it, you know.
Yeah, and that's good, you know.
He's a competitor. Yeah.
It's a good thing, you know. He's loud and he works hard, you know. He works hard. He's had a trunk car. I don't know if he's building any more trunk cars, but I know he's got that Rex. That Rex is doing really, really well.
He's got that, and so they're doing a lot of Port Wars stuff right now. He's like mid-70s in the Port Wars.
Yeah, there's some guys here. Jason Miller, he does a 77, 78 in the Port.
Wow.
I think Jason does.
Yeah, I'm not positive. Well, I know he's done over a 75, but I don't remember how much.
Right. Yeah. There's some guys here doing 76s, 75, 76s. The most I ever got out of the white car was a 77.1 when I had the white car, when I had the 10-inch port with the 12s. That's been forever ago, you know.
Right.
You got to really build for that class.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm excited.
It's crazy.
I'm super excited. Yeah, Billy, you have to come. You need to
come. I very well may.
I think it'll be a good show, man.
I want to get up there to a lot of the shows up there. Be honest with you, it's kind of, I really like to be everywhere, but I can't be everywhere. But I really like being there to see everybody, and I like being there to take some pictures and to be able to promote. And I got some videos coming out, but they're only videos that I took, you know, where I'm at. So I miss out on a lot of the guys up there, and I don't really like that a whole lot.
Yeah, that's, you know, and having car shows, you know, that'd be cool if we can get something big. I need to come down to Jimmy where you guys are at and come down and bring the Tahoe, man. I'm gonna try to, or the Yukon. I call it Tahoe, Yukon, Suburban, whatever.
Right.
I'm gonna try to have that thing done by the middle of April. So
better get on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm close. I've got everything sealed up, completely up. It's sealed up in the front. All I got to do is finish body work and get my wrapper liner sprayed on the wall. Got my carpet. I've got pretty much everything. Roger's building my subs right now. They're doing metallic red baskets and metallic blue baskets. And it's going to the body shop next week. I'm spraying the inside of the box. The guy that painted Pigpen, we're probably going to paint it, or I had some buddies that they refab bathtubs and they respray like the lacquer on the bathtub or whatever paint it is. It's real thick and shiny. So I don't know if I'm going to go that route or have it sprayed, you know, paint in the box.
Well, when Jimmy does his finals, he's off the very next day. He's doing another show, same spot.
Wow.
But not a final show. So everybody can participate.
Yeah.
So the points will go
next year.
The next year.
Yeah, we start the very next day. Yeah.
Got you. Well, man, I got to come to finals, bro, in April. I got to get my stuff done then.
Right.
I don't know if I do well. I might get my butt kicked.
April 24.
Huh?
April 24.
Maybe if I can burp a 65 out of it, I'll do all right.
Right.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Well, all righty. Well, y'all, I guess what we're working on, it's been an hour and a half. I guess we ought to call it a night, Monday night, 8:30.
Just rambling on.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. That's okay. That's what we do. We just have a little fun with it. But man, I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, man, for sure.
I appreciate your help getting us into some of those shows too.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, it'll be a good time, guys. It's gonna be fun. We'll have fun. Maybe Jimmy make some money that way he can, pay for gas on the way home.
Right. That's always a good thing.
He'll do well. It'll do well. It'll be a good time. I think it'll be quite a bit of people. I know of 12, 13. I know of for sure 100% coming. So I mean, because how many competitors do you usually have run, Jimmy, at your shows?
He's got 30 to 50.
My show's 30 to 50, I'd say.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So even if we can get 30 for the first show here, that would be good.
Yeah. Well, honestly,
absolutely.
Once they get a taste of it, they're gonna want more of it. It's not gonna be the only show. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think it's it's a good change, man. And there's nothing wrong with USAC. There's nothing wrong with Midwest SPL. There's nothing wrong with Arkansas SPL. I love all those guys. They're all they're great orgs. They're great people. I think having something different, there's nothing wrong with that, man.
No. And I'm gonna tell you though, the only difference. Well, I won't say it's the only difference, but you will find that the base course shows are just far more relaxing and fun because we don't have a million rules that people have to worry about.
Right. Do you go off of any power at all? Or it's just cone area and port area?
No. You go by cone and port area, and we have a chart, right?
Okay.
But so like, let's say you're going to come into Savage class. Well, that tops out, let's say at 5,000 watts. So if you come with 5,001 watts, you can get bumped up to the next class. But if you come with 1,000,000 watts, you can still only get bumped up to the next class.
Gotcha.
The calling port area is king, and power can throw you if you got a bunch extra.
Gotcha. I'm going to get on and look at rules, man.
You'll have a hard time finding them. We don't have a rule book. They are this. No, you can play. When you pull up, we'll hand you the mic, and you put it wherever you like in front of the front seat location.
Okay.
Is there another rule, Jimmy? I think that's it. You can play anything you like. You can put it on the glass, put it in sticks.
Right.
It's just easy.
Well, that's easy enough.
Yeah. It doesn't really matter if you have, if your enclosure goes above the window line 1/2 inch, we don't care.
Right.
If it goes below it, we don't care. If you have windshield wipers, we don't care.
Gas lids, don't care about gas lids.
Doesn't matter. If you now, if you get into and I'll say this: if you have a wood roof, don't care. But if you have a build that's totally only, if you got a built-out Astro with wood floors and wood seats and no steering wheel, if you got that, you're in you're in a different class. But but other than that, you pretty much fit into any of our classes.
That's awesome. Sounds pretty easy to me. I think it sounds fun. That sounds like it gives a lot of guys a good advantage to do well.
It does a couple things. One is you don't have to build your system from my org.
Right.
You build it what you want to do, and you'll fit in. You don't have to worry about that. Yeah. And then two, if there aren't a lot of rules, nobody can get upset.
Yeah.
Somebody got upset because somebody didn't have a gas plant. Right?
Yeah.
That's not going to happen at base.
Right.
So And I'm not just attacking the people for the gas and thing. I'm sure they have a rule that just kind of encompasses that, and it kind of fell into it. But somebody dropped the ball when they looked at that person that talked about that gas flap and didn't say, "Dude, you're an idiot. Get out of my face."
Yeah. Rules are good. If people follow them.
Right.
They're there for structure. But a lot of guys don't want to follow rules, man, and I think we all try in some sense, and maybe think in our brain that, oh yeah, that'll work, but don't understand the rules properly.
Right.
Too. So I think it causes a lot of confusion and a lot of orgs,
Well,
some people are super strict. DB drag strict.
Yeah.
Ridiculous strict. DB drag super strict.
Well, we don't have a lot of rules, and honestly, it's just because, for instance, the mic placement. If you have a vehicle that's louder on the windshield, why should you be forced to put it in the kick, or vice versa? You do you.
Well, that's really cool because that gives somebody I'm just example for me. I'm really loud. I could be loud in the kick, but what about if I'm not loud in the kick and I'm loud in the windshield and the next guy's loud in the kick, but we're still competitive and he ain't loud in the windshield? So it kind of gives everybody a good advantage.
Right. Now we do have a rule. If your box comes past the B pillar, you have to meter on the glass.
Okay.
That's one. That's our rule. And that's just to keep people from porting right to where the meter is,
Yeah.
So we had to draw a line somewhere, so we threw it at the B pillar.
Yeah. I think mine's shoved back like 6 inches behind the B pillar.
Most people are.
I got full leg room in the Yukon. My seat will extend all the way back.
Heard that.
I built it that way because that's why I wanted an XL, so I can lean back.
Right, you can drive.
I want to be comfortable. When
that's the way my Nitro is as well. I got plenty of leg room.
Right. It makes it you can get in that thing and drive it all the way down to here with no problem and be comfortable. That's when I built when I'm building the Yukon, I want it to be. So if I want to drive 4 or 5 hours to do a base war, I don't have to put it on the back of my truck and trailer.
Right.
I can drive it and go.
That saves a lot of gas money.
Yeah, instead of
it was my daily driving for 3 years too.
Really? So now you don't have that for a daily.
Right now
I bought a new truck.
Nice.
Right.
Need to do a full kicker QS building that.
Right. Hey, you're gonna be surprised, man. Those things are loud. Those things sound good.
Don't you have a old school truck, Billy?
Yeah, I have an 89 model GMC. Yeah.
Man. Which one? What color was it?
It's all kind of colors, but predominantly blue.
That's right. I seen that. I was jealous.
Yeah.
I was man, I want.
I'm waiting on the new kicker stuff to come out.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go. Right. Come out and surprise everybody.
Yeah, and I hope once it happens, I hope to bring it to about 50 shows a year.
That'll work.
Have some fun with it.
Oh yeah, that's what it's for. Enjoy it, and it's pretty too. So that's a big plus.
Yeah, I'll wrap it. I'll wind up wrapping it because that truck was painted in '89.
Oh wow,
those ground effects are, they're starting to crack a little bit. It still looks good though. It's still shiny. I mean, a guy named Mike Crawford in Jackson, Mississippi, he's the one that painted it.
Wow.
It still looks good.
Dang. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's cool,
I'm sure I'll wind up wrapping it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I better jump off here too. I need to call my grandfather, see how he's doing. He's still in the hospital, so doing all that COVID crap got him. So it's been dealing with that. So
be glad for it to go away.
Yes, sir. Well, man, it was good talking to you guys. And Jimmy, I'll stay in touch and we'll definitely see you guys make
Thank you.
Yeah,
No
thanks
problem.
for coming on, man. We really appreciate
Thanks,
it.
guys. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good night. See you. Bye.
Thank you, Gary. Bye.
All right, y'all. Jimmy, you got anything you'd like to say?
Well,
You sleeping?
not nothing that we haven't already said. I'd just like to say
Right.
thank you, everybody, for watching our show tonight and for dealing with my laggy internet connection. I'm trying to get it fixed. I think it's more the computer, not the internet.
I think you're on to something. I think it's probably the computer. But so hey, I don't know if you know this or not, and I walked up on it at the end of it. I actually had just got there, but Steve Duncan got the new highest base horse score. That's not a port score. I think it was a 171.3. Jordan didn't have the meter set up on that second decimal, so I don't know what that second decimal was. He hadn't sent me the file yet, but when he does, I can put it to 2 decimals and see what it was. But so we got a new king dog, got a bigger score. Jordan,
and he's sandbagging.
huh?
I said, and he's sandbagging. There's more.
Yeah. Jordan had it. So Jordan had it at 170.99, and Rob Collar, he's going to be beating on there for now that he's got a challenge, probably. So anybody up there in your area doing those numbers?
Michael Larson.
He does it, right? So, but anyway,
I mean, there's a couple others, but yeah.
I was just curious. I haven't been up there as much, but yeah. So I just wanted to give that a shout out. I was so close to. He was doing it when I got there. I would have gotten a video of it.
Look.
Right. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I think it was 171.3. So Base War's new highest number so far that's not a port.
Dan Horner did a 171. But all right, everybody, we appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for tuning into our show. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Y'all have a good night.